I'm asking, what is the meaning of the word establishment? Is it the case that if you just recognize something, you're establishing it? Is it the case that if a state or a locality decides, for example, that it's going to hire a Bible teacher, does this mean that America as a country has established Christianity? On the face of it, in any other area, this would be seen as ridiculous. But somehow in religion, we have become such anti-religious police that we have to monitor every public school to make sure that some third-rate guy isn't handing out Bibles to students even after school. We've got to get the Supreme Court to stop him, justified by nothing other than mindless chanting of a phrase whose own meaning is open to discussion and debate.
And Mr. D'Souza criticized me for calling him disingenuous. Amazing. I guess this is a new diagnosis.
Well, Susan, let me press you, if I may, if it's all right. You said that there is a slippery slope objection to having, let's say, the inclusion of religion. Let's say that there wasn't. Would you favor it?
But the very reason it is not, no.
Can you answer?
It's a ridiculous question. Almost, I would say, a religiously demented question. It's a ridiculous question because we are not allowed to make judgments about which religions to favor or not. It is so, but what the question is, why has religion become so unconfident of its ability to persuade by its teaching and moral example? These debates about, I can assure you, I'm a Michigan girl. I grew up 150 miles away on the freeway in Lansing. I can absolutely assure you that there were no such debates, for example, about religion in public school. And I went to both. Everybody, like my Catholic parents, understood the teaching of religion to their children as their responsibility. No one expected that there would be classes about religion. No one was pressing to have prayers before football games. Everyone took for granted that the difference between a religious school and a public school was that the religious school was supported by religion and the public school was supported by all taxpayers.
So it's okay to have beer before football games, and it's okay to have cheerleading before football games, and it's okay to throw the football at political rallies, but somehow when it comes to saying a prayer, that gets you all worked up. The point is not whether we should or shouldn't. The point is that somehow this offends you in a way that all kinds of other Philistine, barbaric, unimportant, frivolous activity is totally okay with you. That's all part of Americana, but somehow religion is in a different category. I guess this is what I'm trying to highlight. It's not that the Christian is asking for any special permissions. We're simply saying, why is it at every case that when it comes to religion, you take out your red marker and make a big circle around it? What is the meritorious argument for doing that now? Is it because 300 years ago the Huguenots were at the throats of the Catholics? Is that your justification? You're worried that's going to start up right again here in Michigan? Is that the argument? Or rather, is it that those residual Enlightenment anti-religious prejudices have somehow transmitted themselves to today? And even though the arguments, the situation is different, you still echo those same prejudices in the name of a principle that we haven't yet clearly established. What does it mean to establish a religion? I agree you can't do it, but I want to ask, what does it mean? What is being exactly forbidden here?